Shalom, shalom, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to Set Apart Time. My name is Symmanayah. Let's get started. This installment of Set Apart Time focuses on release from strongholds and wicked weights, understanding set apart liberty and freedom. My brothers and sisters, there's no doubt we are in end times and that these challenges are becoming more and more tough. Let's face it, the reality is they are tough, for there is so much noise regarding what is true and what is not. We are surrounded about our communities, our fellowships, our societies by increasing lies, fake news, while at the same time we're surrounded by individuals who mean well but misinterpret what the scriptures are saying. There are many weights, there are many strongholds before us, my brothers and sisters, but know this: a release comes. We will be released from strongholds and wicked weights as we find Yasharal being prepared for a final exodus. With that said, allow me to read some scriptures. Isaiah 61, 1-3 reads, "The Spirit of the Master Yahuah is upon me, because Yahuah has anointed me to bring good news to the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim release to the captives and the opening of the prison to those who are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of Yahuah and the day of vengeance of our Almighty One, to comfort all who mourn, to appoint unto those who mourn in Zion, to give them embellishment for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, and they shall be called trees of righteousness, a planting of Yahuah, to be adorned." Notice how I said in the first verse, to proclaim release. I submit to you, my brothers and sisters, a release is coming. A release has begun for many. I would also like to read Luke 4th chapter, verses 18 and 19. It reads, "The Spirit of Yahuah is upon me, because he has anointed me to bring the good news to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to proclaim release to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, and to send away crushed ones with a release, to proclaim the acceptable year of Yahuah." Here we see echoes of the same words, similar words that I read in Isaiah 61, 1-3. I just read Luke 4, 18-19. Let me also share 2 Corinthians, my brothers and sisters, 2 Corinthians 3rd chapter, verse 17. It reads as follows, 2 Corinthians 3:17. "Now Yahuah is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of Yahuah is, there is freedom." There is freedom. Many people miss this mark, my brothers and sisters. Some versions might say there is liberty. I submit to you, they miss the fact that it say where the Spirit of Yahuah is, there is freedom. Many take it that because we are in set apartness, that we can do whatever we want to do, that anybody can do whatever they want to do. The liberty that a set apart person has, that a brother or sister seeking to worship and obey the Most High, that liberty is a liberty by the Spirit of Yahuah. It is a liberty for his Spirit to direct and guide us as he sees fit, and where he would have us to go, and how he would have us to govern ourselves as we press forward in set apartness. It is not a freedom to do whatever you want to do. All actions come with consequences or benefits. All actions can be either aligned with set apartness or dubbed as wicked. But all too often we try to avoid that. I want to really read also Galatians 5th chapter, verse 1. It reads, "In the freedom in which Messiah has made us free, stand firm then, and do not again be held with a yoke of slavery." That was Galatians 5:1. Dropping down to Galatians 5:13, it reads, "For you, brothers, have been called to freedom, only do not use freedom as an occasion for the flesh, but through love serve one another." My brothers and sisters, that freedom is the freedom to move about as we are directed by the Most High Father. 1 Peter 2:16 is something else I would like to share with you, O Yasharal. 1 Peter 2:16. It reads as follows. I'm going to start with 2:15 and then read 16. It says, because such is the desire of the Almighty One, that by doing good you should put to silence the ignorance of foolish men, as free, yet not using your freedom as a cloak for evil, but as servants of the Almighty One. You see, my brothers and sisters, he is the beginning and the end. Yahuah is the Alpha and Omega, the Aleph, the Tah, and he has the freedom to move about as he sees fit. And believe it or not, we who are his children, we face influences of set apartness, direct from him in spirit through his set apart spirit sent in Yahusha's name, or as he worked through us, in us, one towards another. Freedom comes, my brothers and sisters. Freedom from strongholds will arise among Yasharal. I want to read the final passage, Romans 8:14 through 17. Romans 8, chapter, verses 14 through 17. It reads as follows. For as many as led by the Spirit of the Almighty One, these are the sons of the Almighty One. For you did not receive the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you received the spirit of adoption, by whom we cry out, Abba, Father. The Spirit himself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Almighty One. And if children, also heirs, truly heirs of the Almighty One, and co-heirs with Messiah, if indeed we suffer with him, in order that we also be exalted together. Freedom comes, my brothers and sisters. I say this, be encouraged. In the refinement that is yet to be seen, we will rise up, a nation growing together in unity, free from strongholds, free from wicked weights. Will we continue to face the flesh warring against the spirit? Indeed. Will there be persecution? Yes, there will. But know this, my brothers and sisters, as we find that we are released from strongholds, we will rise up stronger than ever before, speaking and echoing the words of set apartness, demonstrating the behaviors of individuals guided by the Almighty Father, by his powerful set apart spirit sent in Yahusha's name. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, be encouraged. Lift your head up. I pray that you understand that good health and wisdom and discernment is before us. But even in our infirmities, let us rejoice in knowing that our redemption draws near, O Yasharal. I pray that each of us have the strength and the fortitude to endure the things that are before us, that we may rise up a refined and awakening nation, together in unity and love as a family, a set apart family. Until next time, my brothers, my sisters, my family, you who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father, I bid you much shalom. Shalom, shalom.